Good morning, and welcome to the graduation ceremonies of the College of Visual and Performing Arts. My name is Jeff Bush, and it is my privilege to be the acting dean of the college. George Sparks, our permanent dean, is on leave this semester. he has asked me to convey his greetings and congratulations. Parents and family, will you join us and rise for the Star-Spangled Banner, sung by class of 2019 School of Music graduate, Natalie Harris.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched, where so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated and join me in thanking Natalie for that wonderful rendition of the Star-Spangled Banner. I speak for the entire faculty and staff of the college when I say we're delighted that you're here. We're happy to share with you this most important event in the life of a university. It's a time when we reflect on our accomplishments, remember challenges overcome, and plan for the future. Students, we hope that your accomplishments have been many, your challenges meaningful, and your plans for the future exciting. Whenever the assets of James Madison University are cataloged, there is little doubt about its two greatest strengths: a quality student body and a committed, well-credentialed faculty. Today, we have assembled these two great strengths, and there are some individuals that I would like you to meet. First, the faculty representing the programs in the College of Visual and Performing Arts. They represent the disciplines of art, design, art history, music, theater, and dance. This faculty is as committed to providing quality education as you will find anywhere in this country. Will the faculty of the College of Visual and Performing Arts please rise, and will you all join me in showing our appreciation to these fine teachers, scholars, and artists. You may be seated. I want to assure parents, family, and friends that your graduates have been in good hands these past 4 or more years. At this time, I think it is appropriate that we recognize you, the parents, family, spouses, and friends of our 2019 graduates. Graduates, would you please rise and join me in saying thank you to the people who have supported and encouraged your accomplishments. In addition to commencement ceremonies, the end of an academic year also often marks a time of transition at universities. I would like to ask Dr. Sonia Baker, Associate Dean of the College, to tell you about these transitions. Please welcome Dr. Baker.
Good morning. I'm happy to present to you our 2 retiring faculty members. First, Dr. Jeffrey Bush, Acting Dean of the College of Visual and Performing Arts. Jeff earned music education and percussion performance degrees from Northern Illinois University and a PhD from the University of Arizona. He went on to teach band, percussion, and music education in his native Canada before settling into teaching and administrative positions at Arizona State University for 15 years. Jeff came to JMU as director of the School of Music in 2012. In his final year here, Provost Coltman chose him to serve as acting dean of the College of Visual and Performing Arts, and he stepped up to this new challenge, overseeing the college much of this academic year. Jeff has been a clinician at national and international conferences and has published in numerous journals. His interest in community music has led to faculty staff piano lessons taught in the School of Music, regular School of Music concerts at the National Presbyterian Church in Washington, D.C., and a rotation of ensemble tours in our state and region. Jeff has served musical communities from the local, with board service to the Shenandoah Valley Children's Chorus and the Stanton Music Festival, to the national, holding several positions with the National Association for Music Education. Apparently, he has already been appointed to the board of the Red Rocks Music Festival in Arizona, where he and his wife, Candace, are relocating for retirement. We thank them both, for Candace has taught piano here for many years as well, and wish them and their pack of sweet Shelties well in their transition to Arizona. Dr. Bush. Our second retiree is Professor of Dance Kate Trammell, who came to James Now I think you know where the dance students are. Who came to James Madison University as instructor of dance in the Department of Physical and Health Education in 1981 under a one-year contract renewable for 3 years. To our benefit, she remained and became a fixture in the dance program, rising through the ranks to full professor in 2001. Kate holds degrees in dance from our own Madison College, Ohio State University, and the MFA from Temple University. She has performed and taught both nationally and internationally, most notably as a member of Zero Moving Dance Company and of the duo Thompson and Trammell Dance Company, created with her colleague and friend, Professor Cynthia Thompson, in 1984. Kate leaves behind a remarkable legacy here. She served as founding artistic director of the Virginia Repertory Dance Company and as representative for the National Association of Schools of Dance, where she coordinated the dance program's successful accreditation in 1999. Her efforts to bring dance and movement to communities beyond the traditional have included projects such as Arts, Healing, and Health in Russia, centered on work in orphanages and hospitals, namely Muscles, a dance theater work and teaching workshops focused upon embodied anatomy, and large-scale interdisciplinary projects at JMU, such as the year-long Dance of Arts and Sciences, featuring the Liz Lerman's Dance Exchange, which kicked off with the entire freshman class doing the DNA dance on the quad. Kate has won all 3 awards offered by the college: Distinguished Teacher, Madison Scholar, and Distinguished Service. And this last 2 years, she held the university's prestigious Mengebeer Professorship. We are fortunate that Kate intends to remain in the area and stay connected to JMU with her newest project, Dance for Parkinson's. We will miss her daily physical presence, but know that her spirit remains. Best of luck to you, Professor Kate Trammell.
Thank you, Dr. Baker, and my personal thanks to Professor Kate Trammell for the exceptional work you've done on our campus for so many years. Next, I would like to recognize the honor graduates of the college. These individuals are listed in your commencement program, but I would like you to meet them. If you would please stand as I call your name and remain standing until all honor graduates are recognized. First, our college flag bearer and the individual with the highest grade point average in the college, Claire Tan from the School of Music. Claire? Next, our college banner bearers, who have among the highest grade point averages in the college. Chloe Richard, also from the School of Music, and Irene Lapousse from the School of Art, Design, and Art History. I would like to take a little dean's privilege at this time and announce a very special award. I'd like to recognize Joanna Pottle from the School of Art, Design, and Art History. It was recently announced that Joanna received a Fulbright Student Scholar Grant to study in Poland this next year. Congratulations, Joanna. Where are you? Well done, Joanna. Well done. Now, will all the students who are graduating with honors, summa cum laude, magna cum laude, or cum laude, please rise and be recognized. You may be seated. Next, I'd like you to meet the members of the platform party. And would you please rise as I call your name and remain standing? Once again, Dr. Sonia Baker, Associate Dean of the College. Regan Byrne, Executive Director of the Forbes Center for the Performing Arts. Dr. Catherine Schwartz, Director of the School of Art, Design, and Art History. Dr. Eric Ruppel, Acting Director of the School of Music. Professor Ruben Graziani, Director of the School of Theater and Dance. Wow. Dr. Ren Stevens, Director of the Madison Art Collection. Dr. David Aaron Price, Director of the Institute for Visual Studies. And representing our newest institute in the college, just officially recognized this year, Dr. David Stringham, Director of the Center for Inclusive Music Engagement. This is an extraordinarily dedicated group of artists and scholars representing the administration of the college. Would you join me in thanking them? Additionally, I'm pleased to recognize 3 representatives of the faculty who will be the readers for the individual schools. Would you please stand as I call your name? Professor Rich Hilliard, Associate Professor. It would seem to be a contest. Associate Professor of Graphic Design and Illustration in the School of Art, Design, and Art History. Professor Scott Rickers, Assistant Professor of Music and Director of the Marching Royal Dukes from the School of Music. Professor Kate Trammell, Professor of Dance from the School of Theater and Dance. This may be redundant, but will you join me in thanking them for their kind assistance today? Please again welcome Associate Dean Dr. Sonia Baker to introduce the rest of the platform party. Dr. Baker?
We've asked 2 special people to speak to you today. Dr. W. Bryce Hayes from the School of Music is the 2018-19 CVPA Distinguished Teacher Award winner, and he will bring greetings from the faculty. As you may have noticed, our faculty transform lives on a daily basis, and Bryce is a shining example of how they do so. When Jeff and I discussed who to ask as our keynote speaker, we decided we wanted someone who could talk about the importance of arts advocacy. We found one of the most ardent arts supporters just down the street in Ms. Jenny Burden, Executive Director of the Arts Council of the Valley. This organization is one reason the arts are so vibrant here in Harrisonburg, and perhaps you even participated in First Fridays downtown just last night, one of the many partnerships they foster. Jenny's bio is in your program, so I'll not recite it here. Instead, I'll share with you a couple of personal notes. First, when we asked Jenny to speak, We had no idea that her daughter would be one of today's graduates from the School of Theater and Dance. How serendipitous. Like a good mom, Jenny asked permission from Isabel before agreeing to speak. Like a good daughter, Isabel approved and also shared this reflection with me. Something that I've always admired about my mother is her willingness to support art in any way possible. For every performance, speech, or artistic escapade that my brother and I had throughout the years, she was there. Her dedication to this artistic community is unmatched, and I could not be more thankful that she is speaking at my graduation. Please welcome Ms. Jenny Burden to the podium.
Make sure this is at the right height. I am Jenny Burden, Executive Director of the Arts Council of the Valley. Sounds fancy, doesn't it? Well, let me tell you, I did not see it coming. Let me take you all back a ways, a long ways. When I went to college, I was going to be an accountant. My freshman and sophomore years were chock full of business school prerequisites: accounting, economics, calculus. I applied to the undergraduate business school at the end of my second year, and when the letter arrived, yes, in those days it was a letter, I called my father and said, "Dad, I have good news and bad news. The good news, I've been accepted to business school. The bad news, I really don't like business." I looked back and realized the one constant in my life had been my love of art. I was that rare kid who enjoyed going to museums. I took my first art history class as a junior and never looked back. Second semester, junior year, my love of art took me abroad to Italy. While in Florence, I went to see Michelangelo's David. David is one of the most recognized sculptures in the world. Even accountants know Michelangelo's David. I know, sorry. I'm sure you can all picture him. Young man, slingshot over his shoulder, rock in his hand, staring in the direction of his target, Goliath. But it was not the polished David that made the biggest impression on my 20-year-old self. It was Michelangelo's unfinished marbles lining the corridor that led to David that stayed with me. The 4 carved figures, in various stages of completion, are in a state of becoming, and they are magnificent. Graduates, these past 4 years, JMU has taken you out of your comfort zone. Heightened language comes to mind. Made you do things before you had the skills to do them, like write a full-length play in just 3 months. Pushed you to apply for a Fulbright as an undergraduate in studio art and get it. Pushed you to present your work to professional designers after staying up all night in the studio center. To present a 20-page paper during the annual Art History Forum. To balance physically demanding and time-consuming dance rehearsals and concerts with academic coursework. And pushed you to plan and perform a solo recital of at least 30 minutes in length after investigating the composers, structuring the recital to make sense musically, and working with the staff to produce the program. All, whether you knew it or not, to help you in your becoming. And the result? Here you sit, lining the corridors. You are magnificent. When you leave this place, you have a whole world out there to explore on your way to becoming Michelangelo's David. After graduate school, I became an art historian. My love of art led me to work in galleries and museums in DC and North Carolina, to teach art history in Northern Virginia and right here at JMU, and to serve on numerous boards of arts organizations. At one point, however, I veered off the arts path and became a realtor. When showing a house, the first things I noticed were the design of the home and the art, or lack thereof, that filled the spaces. When we moved our real estate office to a newly renovated building on South Main Street in downtown Harrisonburg, I did the obvious thing. I turned the space into an art gallery. It's called the Wilson Downtown Gallery, and that gallery is still in existence today, and in fact, a few of your fellow classmates have exhibited there. Now, directly across the street from the Wilson Downtown Gallery are two restaurants you may have heard of, Billy Jack's and Jack Brown's. The co-owner and creator of those restaurants is a man by the name of Aaron Ludwig. In college, Aaron majored in marketing and minored in studio art. Today, I think you would agree he is a very successful restaurateur. I know almost all of you have had sticky nugs at one time or another, right? And from the colorful lingerie, yes, lingerie, hanging from the ceiling in Jack Brown's, to the bar stools in Billy Jack's that he artfully blasted with his very own shotgun, every square inch of his restaurant's delight, or at least intrigue, the eye. Aaron's restaurants are works of art. So why am I telling you about a realtor and a restaurateur? Because whatever you do as artists and performers, the skills you have learned and the passion that you have for the arts will come out. You could be the next Lin-Manuel Miranda, play first chair in the Los Angeles Philharmonic, curate a show at the Whitney, take the stage at Coachella, have a show at New York's Pace Gallery, or perform with the Royal Opera House or Ailey 2 Dance Company. And if that is the size of your ambition, go for it. And the world around you will be better for it. If you become a realtor, a restaurateur, a stay-at-home parent, you name it, the world around you will be better for it too, because your art will find a way of expressing itself. For all of you, no matter where you live, who you meet, or what you do, your art will come through and our world will be better. I practiced real estate for 8 years and enjoyed it. During that time, I served on the board of the Arts Council of the Valley. When the executive director position at the Arts Council came open, several people told me I should apply. I guess my love of art was so apparent that others saw it too. As I stared at the job description, it dawned on me that everything I had done, including taking accounting, which has proven most useful, led me to this place. I am the proud parent of one of you, my daughter, Isabel. She is graduating today with her degree in theater. And so I'll risk sounding a little self-serving when I say, be grateful to your family for supporting you this far in your journey. Look up into the stands and give them a heartfelt wave. After all, before you got to JMU, and I know this, they drove you to a lot of voice lessons, dance lessons, art, drama, and music lessons. But graduates, make no mistake, here at JMU, this journey was all you. I know you will continue to make the most of your artistic journey for the rest of your lives. I am grateful to Dean Bush for inviting me here today to share my journey with you and to mark this milestone in your path. Even though I qualify for AARP, barely qualify, I'm still on my journey. Today, your love of art has brought you to this point. You are all poised and ready to take the next step. When you leave this place, You have a whole world out there to explore. Just remember, like Michelangelo's unfinished marbles, it's not about the polished David. It's about becoming the David. And just like those marbles, you are magnificent. Congratulations.
Thank you, Jenny. I love the message of becoming part of an artist community wherever you are, and that's what you will go on to do, graduates. We are really fortunate to have Jenny Burden as an arts advocate in our community, so thank you again, Jenny. Now, please welcome Dr. W. Bryce Hayes on behalf of our outstanding visual and performing arts faculty. I told you before that he is the award winner of the Distinguished Teaching Award this year, but what I didn't mention was that that award is given by his colleagues. He is nominated by his colleagues and voted upon by his colleagues. So on behalf of the faculty, Dr. Hayes.
Dr. Bush, Dr. Baker, members of the platform party, distinguished guests, faculty and staff, thank you. To our visitors and guests and family, welcome to the class of 2019. Many congratulations on your commencement. Your commencement represents an enormous body of work. An undergraduate degree is a major accomplishment. In 2015, just over 33% of Americans held a bachelor's degree or higher. As of today, you now join the ranks of the special group. Finishing a degree is an academic accomplishment, of course, but it is so much broader than that. The culmination of your work towards this degree represents your becoming over the past several years. Your becoming is broader than academic. Since coming to college, you have learned so much about who you are and how you exist in the world. If you think back to who you were during your freshman orientation experience, lost in your MAPI and confused about how to get to E-Hall, that person, that child, seems so far away from the adult sitting here today, decked in a purple robe. And many of us have dealt with issues broader than passing our classes. According to the National Alliance on Mental Illness, 1 in 4 young adults between the ages of 18 and 24 have a diagnosable mental illness, and more than 25% of college students have been diagnosed or treated by a mental health professional in the past year. I have noticed a marked rise of students dealing with mental health issues in my time at JMU. It's easy to shake one's head and place the blame on the pressures of social media or some other dark societal turn, but ever the foolish optimist, I see it as something brighter. When I was going through school, mental health was outside the boundaries of what we dealt with in the academy. If one's issues were difficult enough, the expectation was that one would leave school and return when they were ready to face academia again. Mental health issues were pushed out of colleges, pushed under the table. While this is still an option for those facing severe issues, it seems that many more students are working through their difficulties while remaining at school. This has made your relationship to your mental health much more of a collective goal rather than simply a personal one. In addition to seeking help from mental health professionals, many have developed a collective team to help them find their place. That team consists of friends, peers, teachers, staff, and family. Office hours for professors exist largely to help with academic content related to coursework. But more often than that, students appear at my door to talk about how they are more broadly, to discuss what has been hard, the ways in which they struggle, and sometimes to cry. From the opera The Tender Land by Aaron Copland, the character Laurie sings, "When I sit upon the graduation platform stand, I know my hand will shake when I reach out to take that paper with the ribboned band. Now that all the learning's done, oh, who knows what will now begin." As much as I love this beautiful aria, I'm not sure Laurie gets it quite right. From her perspective, all the learning's done, but I suggest your learning is not complete. In fact, it never is. Your commencement represents a milestone in your journey, a marker along the way. However, your learning will very much continue. For some of you, it will continue in academic pursuits with graduate degrees and further official study. For many of you, the learning will take a turn towards your becoming away from this place. Who are you as a person with JMU in your rear view? How do you interface with the world when you are no longer a student? Maybe one of the tools you have learned in your study is that of balance. It has and continues to be a struggle for me. In the academy, we often become stuck in our mind, moving from class to class, thought to thought, internal struggle to internal struggle. It has been helpful for me to think about balance between body, mind, and spirit, learning to be, becoming in both my physical body and my omnipresent spirit has been a great gift. One I didn't truly get until way after school, way after all the learning's done. And for us in the arts, that balance goes a step further. I tell my students to visualize their being as 4 quadrants: body, mind, spirit, and art. For many of us today, the process of creating and being with our respective art is an enormous gift, our deepest passion, one we have turned into a vocation, but also one that could overwhelm our very existence. To make great art, the artist must take care of their whole being. I'd like to talk for a moment about Fred Rogers. Mr. Rogers is famous for his PBS children's program, which ran for 33 years. Maybe you grew up with Mr. Rogers. Although he passed in 2003, the spirit of Mr. Rogers is receiving something of a rebirth in the public zeitgeist right now, with a popular documentary last year and a feature film starring Tom Hanks due to hit theaters later this year. I was lucky enough to hear Mr. Rogers speak at my undergraduate commencement a few years before his death. His words have stuck with me and remained on my heart, and I'm happy to call Fred Rogers my greatest hero. In his speech, he reminded the graduates that you have had people in your lives who have helped you to become who you are today. From the time you were very little, you've had people who have talked you into talking, sung you into singing, loved you into loving. Mr. Rogers continued, on this extra special day, let's take a moment to think of those extra special people. Some of them might be right here, some may be far away. No matter where they are, deep down, you know they've always wanted what was best for you. They've always cared about you beyond measure and have encouraged you to be the best, the deepest, the loveliest within you. Whomever you've been thinking about, just imagine how grateful they must be that you remember them when you think of your own becoming. These words have remained on my soul. My wish for you today, upon your commencement, is that you will celebrate your many successes. May you be open for your learning to continue. May you find balance in all areas of your life. You are still becoming what you will be. You. To the class of 2019, my deepest congratulations. Thank you.
I don't know how this microphone got here. Here we go. Thank you, Dr. Hayes. Each year, we ask the faculties of the academic units of the College of Visual and Performing Arts to choose the outstanding graduates of their discipline to receive special recognition at this ceremony. Choosing the recipients of these awards is always a difficult task. Announcing these awards and presenting the graduates of our programs will be the directors of the schools of our college. We'll begin with Dr. Catherine Schwartz, Director of the School of Art, Design, and Art History. Dr. Schwartz.
It is my great pleasure on behalf of the faculty of the School of Art, Design, and Art History to recognize our outstanding art, design, and art history students. At this year's spring commencement, the school recognizes the Martha B. Caldwell Outstanding Senior Art History Award for the outstanding graduating senior in art history. Art history faculty nominate candidates based on the level of excellence in the student's art history coursework as demonstrated by a high cumulative grade point average, the originality of thinking in their research papers or projects, as well as the outstanding potential that they have in the field of art history. This year's recipient of the Martha Caldwell Award is Martha Hemingway. There she is. The school also recognizes the Alan Schutte Outstanding Senior Design Award for the outstanding graduating senior in design. Design faculty nominate candidates based on the level of excellence in the student's coursework and their potential to contribute to the future through innovations in design. This year's recipient of the Alan Schutte Outstanding Senior Design Award is Sarah Pumphrey. And finally, the school recognizes the David Diller Outstanding Student in Studio Art Award, named in honor of Dr. David Dillard, who provided leadership for the school during his tenure as department head from 1968 to 1980. Dr. Dillard's term as department head saw a rapid increase in the size of the faculty and student enrollment. He retired with the rank of Professor Emeritus, and this award bears his name to honor his contributions to the school, outstanding teaching, and his service to the community. I'd like to recognize the 2019 recipient of the David Diller Outstanding Student in Studio Art Award to Catherine Grace Mills. Congratulations. And now, will all the graduates of the School of Art, Design, and Art History please rise? Graduates of the School of Art, Design, and Art History receive the degrees of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, or Bachelor of Fine Arts. The individual graduates will be recognized by Mr. Rich Hilliard, Associate Professor of Graphic Design and Illustration in the School of Art, Design, and Art History. Rich?
They forgot. It's May the 4th. May the 4th be with you. Academics. Elena Virginia Ambler. Katie Elizabeth Boggs. Samuel Joseph Goodwin. Kaylin Bryn Johnson. Lena Khalid Abdali. Taylor Nicole Van Ness. Omema Azat. Mariana Valeria Zavala. Wyatt Richard Coughlin. Benjamin Austin Bridges. Lisa Brooke Smith. Sarah Middleton Pumphrey. Alyssa Nicole Ivy. Kelly Elizabeth Kazaza. Jessica Wendy Signore. Heather Elaine Swing. Maggie Howell. Kayla Marie Gao. Heather Lynn Gold. Marissa Dolores Nilsson. Brian Alexis Hernandez. Brooke Alexandra Heike. Susanna Lynn Robertson. Elise Marie Nardo. Catherine Grace Mills. Allison Sarah Violtor. Linda Matthews Galanidis. Victoria Beth Andrews. Colleen Renee Schomburg. Desiree Jewel Blank. Irene Louise Lapuz. Ashley Elise Jones. Megan Cairns Phillips. Erin Marie Smith. Danny D'Souza. Addison Leong Coriel. Anna Elizabeth Bonham. Joanna Wyndham Pottle. Erin Rasmussen Fusaro. Laura Deanna Bentley. Kelly Elizabeth Kunath. Courtney Ann Erickson. Rebecca Madeline Sullivan. Madison Sophia Ebert. Jacqueline Denise Zerol. Emily Elizabeth Setlin. It's Tanner Ashton Leslie. Rin Yoon. Alexa Orndal. Alexa Michelle Thompson. Kendra Simone Barber. Caitlin Marie Isham. Erin Lynn Skelton. Jersey Strong, it's Therese Smith. Carly Scott Toms. Morgan Her Dark Majesty Unroe. Lydia Langston Riddle. Daniel Pagrazzi. Dominique Nicole Sagatti. Zach Taylor Stoltz. Karen Christine Franz. Erin Elizabeth Thorne. Matthew Christopher Cavallo. We call him Big Dan Luther. Jersey represent Mipazan Jordan Lee Schnar. Noah Richard Johnson. Casey Marie Williams. The William Austin Rains. Scotty Matthewman. Emily Grace Barrett. Daniel Glenn Oland. Brianna Lee Prepotnik. Alexandra Michelle Baucom. Cher Gao. Allison Elizabeth Jaggers. James Michael Faragate. Martha Way Hemingway.
Congratulations, graduates of the School of Art, Design, and Art History. You may be seated.
It is my pleasure, on behalf of the faculty of the School of Music, to recognize our outstanding graduate. The outstanding senior music student is selected by the faculty on the basis of his or her record of exceptional achievement in scholarly and creative pursuits, as well as his or her investment through substantial activities in support of the program. Now I would like Brian Gentilla to rise and be recognized as the outstanding music student of 2019. Congratulations, Brian. Will all the graduates in music please rise? Graduates in the School of Music receive the Bachelor of Music degree. The individual graduates will be recognized by Professor Scott Rickers, Assistant Professor of Music and Director of the MRDs.
Well, wait. Stealing my thunder here. Natalie Megan Harris. Claire Bouquet Tan. Chloe Elise Richard. Austin Wayne Grapes. Watch your sleeves. Robert Adam Dubois. Watch your sleeves. Raekwon Thomas. Emily Nicole Veramesa. Journey Cherie Smith. There are many things I could say right now, Andrew. Andrew Sparrow Foote. Lindsay Rose Showalter. Kai Hashimoto Smith. Nicholas Ivan Wormuth. Christopher Baird Pennington. Brittany Elizabeth Seiler. Kevin Vincent Turnbull. Neil Walker McCahill Perrine. Samuel Emerson Seibert. What? I never thought this day would come. Charles Edwin Fries. Is this on? Oh. Charles Joseph McNeur. Adam Jennings Goff. Fernanda Duarte Azevedo. After 4 years, she finally corrected me. After 4 years. I've been saying it wrong for 4 years. Emma Kate Guy. Jocelyn Ann Abrahamson. Brian Andrew Gentilla. Alexandra Catherine Woodbury. Caitlin Maureen Brown. Would you like your middle name? Would you like it stated? Awesome. Emily Faru Williams. Rebecca Elise Walker. Kyung Jin Yoon. Michael Joseph Trujillo. Alton Graham Peters. Nora Preisinger Winsler. Cecilia Stephan McKinley. And Elise Logan Sears. Kira Marie Hulligan. Elizabeth Vaughn. Nathan Patrick Childs. Alexis Ann Johnson.
Congratulations, graduates of the School of Music. You may be seated.
Good morning. It is my pleasure, on behalf of the faculty of the School of Theater and Dance, to recognize our outstanding graduates. Recipients of the Outstanding Senior Awards in Dance, Theater, and Musical Theater are selected by the faculty on the basis of their record of exceptional achievement in scholarly and creative pursuits, as well as their investment through substantial activities in support of our programs. I would like Sky Wilson to rise and be recognized as the Outstanding Theater Student for 2019. Congratulations, Sky. I would also like Brent Farrell Comer to rise and be recognized as the Outstanding Musical Theater Student for 2019. Congratulations. Finally, I would like Valerie Rose Laishi Piñado to rise and be recognized as the Outstanding Dance Student for 2019. Congratulations, Valerie. Will all the graduates in theater, dance, and musical theater please rise? Graduates in the School of Theater and Dance receive the Bachelor of Arts degree. The individual graduates will be recognized by Professor Kate Trammell, Professor of Dance in the School of Theater and Dance.
Brandon Dernbach Pellar. Alexandra Harrison Lafon. Lillian Grace Camaro. Emily Kate Parker. Kristen Campbell Carter. Rachel Antoinette Cavota. Isabel Virginia Burden. Hannah Sky Wilson. Kelly Eileen McNesby. Emily Ann LaPlante. Kyla McLaughlin. Madeline Caruso. Robert Wheat Candace. Matthew Ricciuti. Madeline Adair Hotaling. It's close. Addison Nicole Robbins. Hunter Drew Clark. Christopher John Consul. Julia Margaret Faber. Selena Renee Gill. Samuel Joseph Spear. Paola Vanessa Lasada. Sam Quinn. Jessica Bay. Irene Adria Jones Hamilton. Brooke Eloise Daniels. Carrie Danielle Goto. Catherine McKithen Fodge. Julia Vale Reese. Madeline Dominique Whitfield. Sarah Eliza Novak. Gabrielle Rose Calderon. Catherine Grace Mills. Shi Jashian. Emily Nicole Amy. Haley Elizabeth Thomas. Alexa Ann Dunn. Catherine Nicole Broaz. Ashton Reed Godsey. Valerie Rose Laishi Pinato. Lindsay Ann McAvoy. Ann Charles Dodd. Evelyn Wade Branscombe. Taylor Autumn Herndon. Evan Margaret Bertram. Brent Farrell Comer. Gabrielle Celine Donadio. Cody Martin Edwards. Olivia Marie Ice. Maggie Ann Brennan. Samuel Thomas Van Vliet. Theron Charles Smith III. Angela Preziuso. Destiny Lynn Rodriguez. Morgan Renee Arriviaga. Christian Anthony. Grace Vaughn. Matt Merline. Nick Regan.
Congratulations, graduates of the School of Theater and Dance. You may be seated.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's have one more round of applause for 2019 graduates. This, then, graduates, marks the end of what I hope has been a meaningful and memorable event for you and those of us who are assembled to honor you. I want you to know that you will forever be a part of JMU. You're always welcome at your university, and we hope you'll return often. We are proud of you, and you have our very best wishes for future success and happiness. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please stand for the singing of the James Madison University Alma Mater, composed by the late Professor James R. Riley and sung by Natalie Harris.
Madison, James Madison, will be forever true. Our loyalty will always be to JMU, while friends remain within our hearts and knowledge guides our way. James Madison will lead us on to conquer each new day.
Thank you, Natalie. We ask that everyone remain seated until the platform party and the faculty have recessed. Faculty will be available near entrance E, that's over that way, for photographs and congratulations. Also, faculty from the School of Art, Design, and Art History will be available in the Duke Gallery Court at 11:30 for photographs and a reception with their students. And now, I officially declare these ceremonies for 2019 adjourned. Thank you for joining us today. Have a wonderful afternoon and a safe trip home.